Next on the team, Caitlin Clark.
Tiger Woods never expected this moment. The man who has witnessed almost everything in golf was left standing still, eyes locked on the scoreboard as if it had malfunctioned. Because Caitlin Clark, the basketball superstar, had just broken golf records and stunned professional players. Fans were going wild. Reporters were rushing to create headlines. Everyone had the same question. How on earth did she pull this off? Honestly, if Caitlin Clark decided to play in the LPGA full-time, do you think she would take over the sport the way she dominated basketball? Drop your opinion in the comments. It all began in the most ordinary way, which makes the whole story even more unbelievable. The RSM Classic Pro Am was meant to be a relaxed, entertaining event, a mix of professionals, celebrities, and lighthearted competition. Nothing major was expected, but the moment her name appeared on the roster, everything changed instantly. What started as a calm tournament suddenly turned into a huge spectacle. Tickets that had barely been selling for weeks disappeared within hours. And it wasn't Tiger Woods or top golf stars drawing the attention. It was her. The same athlete who took the WNBA by storm was now stepping onto a golf course, and the world wanted to watch. By early morning, crowds were already gathering, wearing Caitlin Clark jerseys instead of traditional golf outfits. No fancy polos, no classic golf hats, just basketball gear everywhere. The atmosphere didn't feel like a golf event at all. It felt more like an Indiana Fever home game than a professional tournament.
About it in a previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television. And that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world.
One commentator laughed and said, "Welcome to the greatest mix in sports history. Basketball meets golf." The atmosphere was already buzzing. Then the main event arrived. The announcer's voice rang across the course. From the University of Iowa, now playing for the Indiana Fever, please welcome Caitlin Clark. Instantly, the entire place went silent. Felt like even the breeze paused. She stepped onto the tee box, completely relaxed, smiling as if this was just a normal practice session. The only difference, this time she wasn't gripping a basketball. She was holding a golf club. She focused down the fairway, took a slow breath, and swung. The sound was perfect, clean, powerful, and so crisp it could make any pro proud. The ball soared straight ahead like it was guided by technology. It landed nearly 270 yards away, right in the center of the fairway. The crowd went wild, cheering, clapping, phones everywhere capturing the moment. Tiger Woods grinned and quietly said, "That might be the best first swing I've ever seen from someone who isn't a pro." Steph Curry, known for his own golf skills, quickly tweeted, "At this rate, Caitlin Clark might actually be better than me." That post exploded online. Within moments, Caitlin Clark Golf became the top trend worldwide. ESPN labeled her the most impressive multisport talent since Michael Jordan. Golf Digest even published the headline, "Caitlin Clark just redefined golf." And the funny part? She never planned to take it seriously at all. Reporters said she came just to have fun and unwind. Apparently, her idea of relaxing includes
WNBA because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct.
While the sports world was losing its mind over what she did, there was a different reaction happening behind the scenes. Think about all those well-known WNBA stars who had so much to say about her during the season: Aya Wilson, Angel Reese, and others. Out of nowhere, they all became silent. No tweets, no messages, not even a simple congratulations. The same voices that complained about her getting too much attention suddenly disappeared the moment she achieved something historic in another sport. Fans picked up on it right away. One fan posted, "Interesting how Caitlin is making golf history, and all her biggest critics vanished." Another added, "They spent months throwing shots at her, but couldn't take 2 seconds to show respect." At the same time, professional golfers were doing the exact opposite. Nelly Korda, one of the biggest names in golf, approached Caitlin after her round and told her, "You fit in perfectly out here." Those few words carried real meaning. Another golfer, Maria Fassi, spoke to the media and said, "Caitlin brings positive energy. She adds excitement to the game, and that matters." In basketball, she was treated like competition. On the golf course, she was treated like family. Then came the moment everyone is still talking about. The 7th hole, a tough par for that even elite players struggle with. Caitlin stepped up to the tee, and most people expected a careful, conservative shot. But playing it safe has never been her style. She took her swing, and the ball flew through.
I wanted to come say hi and introduce myself. I play out here on tour. I'm Maria.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass on and off the field. But now,
And here's the Caitlin Clark effect, Morgan, with Maria Fassi and other players out here following.
That's good.
A lot of fun. Meet it easy.
Annika, could I steal you for a second? I didn't think I'll have like bigger. I can't say bad stuff on TV, but badasses. Once together, we're doing a fun like quickie on that side. There we go. Yeah.
I'm next.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hi,
Allie
Caitlin.
Ewing.
Nice to meet you.
I said it, the buzz from the players
Over here, so I'm distracting you.
No, y'all are trying to get
has
finished.
been huge.
Somebody take this picture.
By the way, Allie, an
Ready?
outstanding
Yeah, let's do it.
point guard in her own right
All right,
in
ladies,
Fulton,
here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Mississippi.
Hang tight.
All
Gotcha.
state
Thanks for
Nice
being
to meet
here.
you. Yeah.
Good luck.
in that sport as well.
The ball touched down smoothly on the green, rolled forward and froze just inches from the hole. The entire gallery inhaled at once. The announcers paused, stunned, then erupted in excitement. Fans shouting, cameras flashing, phones lifted everywhere. Tiger Woods himself applauding from the side. She ended the day at 13 under par, smashing the old tournament record. Let that sink in. 13 under by someone better known for sinking basketball shots. Afterward, Tiger Woods told the media, "That was one of the purest, most composed swings I've ever watched from a non-professional golfer." Praise like that, especially from Tiger, carries serious weight. And naturally, the business world reacted instantly. As soon as Caitlin Clark was announced for the event, ticket sales skyrocketed by 1,200%. Companies flooded in with offers. Brands lined up for endorsements, golf gear, sportswear, technology partnerships. Within days, she had signed major new contracts. One with a global athletic brand, another with a leading golf manufacturer, and even a deal with a streaming platform to follow her journey. She transformed a single golf weekend into a multi-million-dollar moment. Meanwhile, the WNBA stayed noticeably quiet. The season may have ended, but the debate continued. Supporters criticized the league once more. The LPGA, on the other hand, clearly knows.
Caitlin, that could be in. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Caitlin! Right from the hole! Inches away! No! Caitlin! Wow. Are we sure it didn't go in? I'm nervous. Is this it? Is this like a, we're good? We're gonna call this a birdie?
I don't think so. No.
Yes!
That's huge. Great birdie.
Woo!
The WNBA seems to avoid the topic, but many people believe the critics had a valid argument. The world of golf recognized something the WNBA still struggles to accept. Caitlin Clark brings excitement, revenue, and new fans wherever she goes. That kind of influence shouldn't be ignored, it should be embraced. Caitlin handled the situation with her usual calm confidence. When reporters asked about the lack of support from other players, she simply smiled and replied, "I'm focused on what makes me happy. Competing is what I love, no matter the sport." That response was pure Caitlin, confident, relaxed, and just a little bit bold. Her parents were right there as well, proudly watching from the sidelines. Her mother told a journalist, "Whenever she tries something new, she gives it everything she has." Her father laughed and added, "We stopped being surprised a long time ago." That comment perfectly captured the moment. The world may be amazed, but her family has seen this story play out many times before. New sport, same result. Caitlin steps in, sets records, and acts like it's just another normal day. Even sports experts were stunned. One analyst said, "We've seen multi-sport athletes before, but nothing quite like this." Caitlin Clark doesn't just experiment with new challenges. She conquers them. And they're absolutely right. This moment wasn't really about golf or basketball or even fame. It was about an athlete who doesn't understand the concept of being ordinary. She doesn't chase big moments. Big moments chase her. But we'll talk more about that later, because what happened after the event was just as fascinating. The response from fans, sponsors, and the entire sports community was unbelievable. When the event finished, Caitlin didn't hurry away. She stayed behind, signing autographs for children, taking pictures, and even offering a few golf pointers, which was funny considering she had just started playing. But that's part of her appeal. She doesn't act bigger than the moment. The moment just becomes huge because she's in it. Reporters crowded around her, eager for a quote. One asked, "How does it feel to break a record on your first attempt?" Caitlin laughed and answered, "I didn't even know there was a record." That simple response said everything. Natural greatness without showing off. No bragging, just honesty. While she handled interviews with ease, the golf industry was already seeing the impact. Merchandise sales skyrocketed overnight. Prom officials admitted that Caitlin's participation brought in more money than the previous 3 tournaments combined. Sponsors were calling nonstop, eager to put her face on billboards and advertisements connected to women's sports. The most surprising part was that golf fans, not basketball fans, were the loudest supporters. One comment on a major golf page read, "I've never cared about women's golf, but if Caitlin is playing, I'm watching." Another fan wrote, "She makes golf exciting again." That's the effect she has. She enters a new sport and suddenly people who never paid attention are completely invested. Not because she tries to be flashy, but because she makes competition fun to watch again. While the LPGA openly celebrated her, social media was roasting the WNBA. People started sharing comparisons. The LPGA praising Caitlin, while WNBA players focused on brand deals and social media trends. The comment sections were ruthless. One league highlights talent, the other focuses on drama. You could sense the change happening. For months, the WNBA tried to downplay Caitlin Clark's importance, treating her like just another player. But now they couldn't ignore her anymore. She was no longer just a basketball star. She was becoming a global sports icon. And someone very important took notice: Tiger Woods. The next day, Tiger was asked about Caitlin's performance. He smiled and said, "It reminded me of my early days. Fearless, focused, and confident. She has that special quality." Coming from Tiger Woods, that praise meant everything. Later, photos appeared of Tiger speaking privately with Caitlin near the clubhouse. No one knows exactly what they discussed, but insiders claim Tiger offered her a private training session, something he rarely does for anyone. If that's true, she has officially earned respect in the golf world. Then came the biggest surprise of all: endorsement deals. Within 2 days, Caitlin Clark reportedly signed 3 major contracts. One with a golf clothing brand, another with a luxury watch company, and a third with a beverage company planning to make her the face of their new campaign. Altogether, those deals were said to be worth more than $15 million. To put that into perspective, she earned more in one golf weekend than many WNBA players make in their entire careers. That's not criticism. It's simply the truth. Journalists started calling it the Clark effect. One headline read, "Every sport wants Caitlin Clark, and it's easy to see why." Fans even joked that she should switch to golf permanently. One tweet said, "If Caitlin joins the LPGA, Tiger better watch his records." Another joked, "She's going to need a bigger trophy room." But behind the humor was a serious point. Caitlin Clark isn't just talented. She's a natural winner. That competitive energy follows her everywhere, and fans can feel it. You don't need to love basketball or golf to enjoy watching her. You just need to appreciate greatness. As the days passed, more famous athletes reacted. Aya Wilson called her performance incredible. Patrick Mahomes commented, "She's unreal." Even LeBron James shared a clip and wrote, "This girl is different." Yet the silence from certain WNBA stars remained obvious. No congratulations from Aya Wilson. No message from Angel Reese. Fans flooded their pages with the same question. Why? Some blamed jealousy. Others said pride was getting in the way. But in the end, Caitlin didn't need their approval. She already had the fans, the media, and now the entire golf community on her side. And her fan base is unlike any other. They follow her everywhere, across sports and platforms. Whenever she competes, people show up. That's why golf organizers are already planning more events around her. One executive even said, "She's not just a participant, she's the attraction." The numbers proved it too. The broadcast featuring Caitlin pulled higher ratings than most LPGA championship rounds. That's incredible. Networks that usually struggled for viewers suddenly had primetime level attention. And the funniest part, Caitlin acts like none of it is a big deal. She plays, smiles, and interacts with fans like it's just another normal day. No arrogance, no drama, just pure talent and personality. When asked if she would ever consider playing golf professionally, she casually replied, "I'm keeping my options open." In other words, if she decides to do it, she'll probably dominate that too. Even Tiger Woods mentioned her again, saying if she ever focused fully on golf, the sport would explode in popularity. That wasn't hype, it was reality. And the LPGA definitely heard him. Their marketing teams were already brainstorming ways to work with her, from special events to youth programs led by Caitlin herself. It's amazing how one athlete can transform an entire sport's energy in such a short time. Caitlin Clark isn't trying to be the face of women's sports. She just naturally becomes it. The reason is simple. She makes winning look effortless. Every record she breaks feels inevitable. Every achievement seems routine. She never begs for attention. Attention finds her. And the impact goes far beyond her own career. Because of Caitlin, more people are watching women's sports. More companies are investing. More young girls are dreaming bigger. She turned one ordinary golf event into something unforgettable. She proved that true talent has no limits and no boundaries. As one fan perfectly said, "She's not chasing greatness. Greatness is chasing her." Caitlin Clark didn't just play golf. She changed the game. Tiger Woods admired her. Crowds cheered her name. Brands rushed to sign her. She showed the world that ability has no ceiling. Now the big question remains, should Caitlin Clark focus on golf or continue